Frankly, my dear, I don't give a MagCast. Hey guys, this is Ixzion, and welcome to the MagCast.
Yay!
Finally.
Oh gosh, it's so awesome. This is not sarcastic at all.
Finally, there's applause on the MagCast when I started. Because, damn it, this is the MagCast. We should, of course, be happy to see...
That's the only one you get, by the way.
Okay, well, F it. On the program today, we have Lantis and Dragon.
Guess who's who?
Andre.
And I'm Lantis. So, we got a good show for you here today. As we usually do, why don't we start off on what we've been doing. Lantis, why don't you start us off today?
Not a whole lot. Mostly video editing. A whole lot of that. I have been playing a little bit of Bravely Default, as I have for the past few months. I don't know. I just haven't put a lot of time into it, at any one sitting. So I'm slowly but surely getting through it. I'm on Chapter 5. And I'm still enjoying it. Job classes are fresh and fun. Aside from that, I played a little Path of Exile with K-Jack. And we're getting back into that, hopefully. And that's going to be a lot of fun. We already talked about that as well. But other than that, the only game I've been playing, really, is a game called Risk of Rain, which was a game that went on sale on Steam, and K-Jack was like, listen, it's only $3, you need to get this game. So I'm like, you know what, it's $3. And I trust him, and we got it. And and when I say we, me and Ix picked it up.
Although I picked it up for $10.
Yeah, but it seems like half of everybody else already had it. Faye has it, Mayokai has it, even SK has it. And it's a roguelike, so when you die, you're dead, and you start over, period, no questions asked. But it's a side-scrolling, platforming kind of action game where it gets crazy. Basically, there is a difficulty that rises over time. There's a little bar that very, very slowly fills up. But it goes all the way from very easy, all the way up to hard, very hard, insane. And past insane, it has 3 more difficulties, which are I'm coming for you, I see you, and ha 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 ha. The LOL difficulty is the hardest. Mm-hmm. And your goal is to try to get to the end of the game and beat it before the difficulty gets too high. And, you overcome the game before the game overcomes you with difficulty. So, and the entire time you're picking up passive or active items to help you, and it's all randomized. So the replayability, the enemies are randomized, the items are randomized, the level even randomizes a bit. So the replayability in it's really high. But it's been fun.
I got a good question for you. Why are games like that called roguelike?
That's a good question.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, I've always wondered.
Well, tell you what, I will Google that while somebody else talks about what they've been doing.
Ooh, me.
Dre, I pick you.
Hooray! Okay, so I'm back to Let's Playing Super Mario 3D World. I just finished recording, in fact, before coming in here. One of the episodes I just recorded, I lost because of a blue screen of death. I challenge you all to figure out which episode that is, because I play it cool and pretend it never happened.
Then how are we going to tell? No.
Exactly, but there are subtle clues that might indicate which levels or which video it was, but I'm not telling you. I just leave it to you to figure out. Also, I'm still really enjoying that game. And I just realized I missed my chance to make a joke I had planned earlier where I would say, after I'm almost at the end of the game, and then I'll never have to deal with it again. But I probably will. But I probably will because it's awesome.
Yes, 3D World is an amazing game. Very good output.
And that's it. Your turn, Ix.
Okay. So
Well,
that's the,
well. Firstly, roguelike, the term, comes from a game made back in 1980 called Rogue that had very similar game style. So it's like Rogue. It's like saying Diablo clone, but
so
saying
it's like Diablo-like.
it's like saying Diablo-like.
Diab-like.
Diablo-like, yes.
There you go.
So that's
We coined it here first.
It's roguelike means rogue clone. Though the gameplay is like the thing about roguelike is it has so many variants now. Like the only thing that's roguelike like Rogue is the fact that, you know, death is permanent. The gameplay types is you can be actiony, like 2D actiony, like you know, Risk of Rain, or it could be kind of a shooter, like a top-down perspective shooter, like Binding of Isaac. It could be a survival, like Don't Starve. Like the genre in and of itself has, you know, expanded a whole lot since.
So there's a wide range of roguelikes.
There
But
has
yeah,
to
I always saw that term. If they had made it so it was the proper noun rogue and a hyphen for like, I would have understood it faster. I was like, oh, it means it's like rogue. Like, people don't say
No, it's just one word.
Diablo-like and like just put it as one word. It makes it confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's roguelike. Go ahead, X.
Oh, thank you. Am I allowed to host the MagCast?
I'll give you permission.
Thank you.
Proceed.
So much. Okay. So on my end, I've been doing a lot of mag work, but that's the actual story here. But first, my non-mag stuff is that
You just ruined a really good transition there.
Shut up.
You could have used that as a segue. What have you
up.
done?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, anyway. I beat Lollipop Chainsaw over the last few days. So I finally beat that. I've been playing that for months now.
I need to cue in like the sound effect of crickets.
Shut up. It's just it's a good game. I like that. I like that game. It's fun. It's Suda 51 or Suda Goichi. I don't know how he pronounces his name. But I'm just a fan of Suda, let's just say. And I've recently, a couple of nights ago, after that, I opened and started playing Shadows of the Damned, which is a collab between Suda and Shinji Mikami, who was a producer on the game.
Mm.
And this game is actually really fun. It's you start off as Garcia Hotspur, who is the main guy. He has this gun called Johnson, which can transform into different guns. So, like, one of them is just the boner. So
okay. All right. I was wondering about the name Johnson, but never mind.
well, Johnson is actually a skeleton. So you know, he transforms into a boner.
Yeah. Here comes the pseudo part of it. The
and
pseudo.
stuff like, and he's trying to rescue his girlfriend from the forces of the damned. He is led by this kind of Mortis like guy. He just came up in the business and took the girl, and all throughout the game she's being like tortured and stuff. Like they can't die, but they get killed all the time.
So is it like Deadpool?
If Deadpool was being tortured all the time.
Well, I mean, they just have like Deadpool like survivability.
No, it's just a torment. Like
I want to say Deadpool like. That's all one word. Deadpool
shut up. Deadpool like. Yeah. So basically, he's trying to go through hell to get his girl back. It's
with his gun named Johnson that has the ability to grow.
Yeah. There's this one part that's not a spoiler, but
don't worry, I don't.
Well, anyway, so Johnson grows into a sniper rifle, and it's just a massive boner.
Like it looks as phallic as it possibly could.
No, no. It
Like,
has
are we
skull
talking
in.
like veins and a glands? And
So it's like no, not that much. But no, it's just a big boner. So it's a sniper rifle or elephant gun actually. So it's got the pseudo humor in it and all. So I'm happy with it.
Somewhere in there has to be a Viagra joke.
yeah, well, then Pseudo would get sued. They'd get sued. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I still got it. Can't handle this punishment.
No one can handle your punishment. You're really
I know.
bad.
Eh,
You're really bad. At that.
it's so bad it's good.
And what else is good is the Let's Play system in the mag.
Best segue ever.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
There you go.
I have been working on the mag lately. It hasn't been a gigantic update, but I've retroactively called this little series of updates I'm doing MiniTofu, which is part of V6.1.
You should call it diced tofu.
Diced tofu. Yeah, well, I can retroactively aim it too if I want to, but so far it's called MiniTofu. And last time I talked about the publishing system updates that I made for MiniTofu, and it was going great until I was busy trying to do some publishing with my own future LPs, which I have 4 months worth right now, ready to go. And I noticed that LPs and categories are just always on in your channel on the mag. And I was like,
Right.
that's not good, because I mean, even though you can hide your Let's Plays, people will know what you're about to do months in advance. So I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this, and then I just went ahead and did it. Like I thought, okay, I'll go on. So the big overhaul to the Let's Play system is that categories and playlists can now be published or unpublished, and you can perform mass actions based on either one of those. For example, if you decide that you want to publish a playlist, the system will go through and it will publish every episode under that playlist.
Right.
Likewise, if you want to publish a category, it will go through and publish every single playlist and episode under those playlists that are in that category. These are mass actions of a huge time saver over what was there before. And Lantis can attest that he got about 16 million experience from publishing all of his stuff.
So here's the thing: I have a lot of content on YouTube, and I during closed beta, I was uploading all my stuff to the mag properly. This was way before we had an experience system, right? So whenever we went live and we just flipped the switch, all my stuff was set live, and I didn't get experience for it because, again, experience system didn't exist. Mm-hmm. So when Ix proposed, but the thing is, once the experience system was enabled, right, the only way I could get my experience for that is if I went to each individual video and republished it, right? That's a whole lot of work that I just don't care. Look, experience is cool for the site, but it's not that important, right? It's
not
just
yet.
Whatever. So I never worried about it. But then, he's like, all right, well, you can mass publish everything. And I'm like, huh. What would happen if I unpublished the only 3 categories I have on the site? So, my solo and co-op LPs were worth about, 5 million? And then the Let's Race category was worth 2.5 million. So, I went from like level, 20, 30 something to just under 60.
Yeah, 50 level 59 on the
Yeah.
site.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and that's from just stupid. It's,
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
it is funny because there are a few people on the site that value experience a lot and have been working to get it up, and just see me like passively just get such a giant surge. Must have some people salty.
No. Nah. Go ahead, Dre.
I wound up getting a bunch of experience myself whenever I went through all my videos on the site and edited all their descriptions to have the seasonal listing that I just started doing. It's like, why am I
Yeah.
getting experience for some of these? And now I know why. It's because experience on the site wasn't available when I put those older videos up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right. So anything that you are doing now, you're getting experience for, which is very nice.
It is.
Oh, hey, anybody else who has uploaded Let's Plays on the site before Experience was a site-wide thing, you should totally unpublish and republish all your stuff.
Actually, you don't even have to unpublish it.
Nope.
You
all
just,
you do is just
all you
post.
gotta do is go to the Let's Play section, go to Manage Categories, select each of your categories, and just say Publish it again. It'll run the check, and we'll give you the experience. You don't even have to unpublish it.
Yeah, it gives it to you in a bulk sum.
Yep.
So you'll see like 6,000K, 6 million
Yeah,
experience.
that's
which
how
is
it works.
Completely stupid, but okay. So going on though, because that's not the only thing that happens. When you do this certain action I'm about to go into, the system is going to check a lot of stuff. So here's the situation. Let's say you have one category and you have two playlists in it. One is published, one is unpublished. In your published playlist, you have one episode that is published too. What happens when you unpublish that sole episode in your published playlist? The system will go through and go up. So it's okay, I unpublished the episode. Then it checks to see if that would unpublish, or sorry, it goes and sees, okay, if I unpublish this, does that mean that the playlist has no videos visible to anyone right now? If that is true, then it goes up a level and says, okay, now that I've turned off this playlist, does this category not have any videos that can be seen by people?
Now.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, then it also unpublishes the category.
Basically, you have to have published content in a category or a playlist for it to be visible. If not, then that stuff is automatically hidden for you. So it's all like it cuts so much work from what you have to do.
Yeah. It's all about giving people who upload their LPs to the site more ease of use.
You know what? This surpasses YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't tell you how many times I've created a playlist on YouTube but haven't published any of the videos in it, and somebody will come along and say, "Oh hey, I noticed you're doing this Let's Play."
Yeah, it's annoying. So
You have to have content in a playlist for that playlist to be visible. I mean, that makes sense, right?
yeah, I don't see anybody would have an issue with that. And and you can also publish or unpublish any one. So if you didn't want anybody to see any content in this category, just unpublish the category. And it's simple. It's very simple.
It is.
And some minor details for the site are that I did a little redesign of the section navigation, makes it a little easier to use because it used to be on two separate lines, and it had some redundant text in it. So I was like, okay, look, let's just simplify it, get it down to one line. It makes it look and feel better, so that you want to do something on it.
Right.
And I added a direct link to everyone's Let's Play channel on their profiles.
Yep.
So that you don't have to go to a video or try to find a video anywhere. Just
So-
go to their profile, go to your channel. Bam.
So on a user's profile page, which RPG Maker Magazine just this website /user/ whatever the username is, and then you'll get everything that you could want. You get their join date, last visited, post count, a link to their channel, all their networking links to Twitter, Facebook, their YouTube channel, and then from that same page you have all the stuff they created in tabs as articles, RPG Maker content, and Let's Plays. So
You will know
It's-
everything about us.
yeah, it's a great thing.
It really is. And I like Dre's profile message. It's like, why are you looking at me? And finally, one last thing about the whole LP categories and playlist thing. When you create them, they do not automatically publish anymore. They're always unpublished, like everything else on the site.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to go in and publish those in order for them to be visible. But it does allow you more control over what you want to show and what you don't want to show. And you can easily tell if something's unpublished because it has a U beside it.
Now, what you can do, and which I'm going to be abusing the crap out of this, is YouTube in conjunction with the mag. You can upload a video to YouTube, and then if you want to put annotation and any stuff like that, you can. Come over to the mag, make the mag page for it, fill out all the information, right? And just sit on it till you want it to go live. And whenever you want it to go live, you just go to YouTube, publish, come to the mag, publish, done.
Yep.
Real easy.
Exactly. Like that's the biggest point about doing all this. It matches or even surpasses YouTube functionality. So, hit the checkbox, publish. Go over to YouTube, press publish. It's that simple. And have either of you touched on it a little bit with the new features?
Actually, I was doing the whole publish thing before that everything was listed by publish date and not upload date. And, some of my content has kind of old times, or had old timestamps then. Like Sonic 1 and 2. Or I think it was Smash Bros. And then Sonic 3.
Right, so contents may have shifted during flight.
Yeah. But it's cool. The system in place now is great. And I can see why people would want to use it. The only problem I have with everything would be, like, if you have a YouTube account and you're subscribed to the person on YouTube, there's not a whole lot of motivation to come watch that content on the mag instead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no helping that.
Right. There's
well, they'll be helping it eventually, but we're taking steps. We're taking good steps.
Maybe you can advertise the mag on other people's sites.
Maybe
Right.
I can. It'd be funny if we just started showing up on gaming sites.
Maybe something that would help out the site would be a way, like almost a subscription feature on the mag as well. Like, I don't know. Well, no, that would kind of be redundant, because if you are subscribed, like if I'm subscribed to Dre on YouTube, and if I subscribed or whatever we would call it on the mag, then I would see his video in my subscription box, and then I would see the same exact content on whatever way we would have that set up here on the mag. I don't know if that's the only thing that we would get out of that is if you subscribe to a user on since we've kind of got an overarching RPG theme, it wouldn't be like subscribing, be like equipping or learning, or something like that.
Well, don't worry. We have plenty of ideas.
Yeah. But the
to
thing
come-
is, like, articles and RPG Maker content, stuff that's not YouTube related, would be cool to kind of keep track with.
And speaking of tracks, Mario Kart has tracks. Why don't we go ahead and talk about
you're on
Mario
a roll,
Kart?
man.
I like the other segue better.
No, yeah, I think so too. But still,
Well,
that was a
yeah.
good one.
Yeah, so our second story of the podcast is Mario Kart 8. Nintendo all of a sudden decided to drop a big old Nintendo Direct on the populace.
Now, Mario Kart 8 has been reoccurring on the MagCast for
It has been.
several weeks in a row now. But, I mean, there's not a whole lot else to talk about.
Yeah,
so.
this is pretty much the final time we're going to be talking about Mario Kart 8, unless we're talking about afterthoughts, because Nintendo's been throwing a lot of advertising and directing all at us.
Well,
Yeah, but
recently.
no, there's the amount of information they dropped about Mario Kart 8 is actually
Has been
significant.
amazing. This is the final direct before it launches on May 30th.
Yeah.
I guarantee
And-
we'll be talking about this game a lot after it releases.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
can you imagine? But the thing is, go ahead and at least the part is as the direct is concerned, they released a lot of information we already knew about.
Yes, but they
like-
did release a lot of new information.
Right, like the fact
which
that
is what we should go over.
right.
Okay, so one of the first things they did was talk about the new challengers. As
Well,
the
no,
video
that's
said.
not new content either. We already knew the Koopa Kids were going to be in there.
No, we knew the Koopa Kids, but we didn't know two new competitors in this game, which are Baby Rosalina and Pink Gold Peach.
You mean Metal Peach?
Yes.
No one's going
well,
to sit there and say pink gold. That's
No,
retarded.
No, I don't believe anyone will be
It's
sitting
Metal
there
Peach.
trying to say that. But still, so Metal Peach joins Metal Mario, and Baby Rosalina joins the Baby Cast.
Oh god, I'm
There's
sorry.
so many. There's so many.
You said Metal Mario and Metal Peach join, and all I heard is clang, 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 clang.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
No. Oh my gosh! What am I gonna do with you?
I'm sorry.
What am I gonna do with you?
And now what I'm about to bring up is not going to be nearly as interesting.
Oh
Go
no,
ahead.
that wasn't. That was just potty humor. That's not
Yeah,
nothing.
it was.
So, watching that video, apparently Ludwig is an anti-hero.
Yeah,
How?
I don't know. Are you? I have no idea what they meant.
By
that.
the way, out of all the Koopa Kids, Ludwig was always my favorite. So to actually hear him referred to as an anti-hero, like, that's cool to think of him like, how is he an anti-hero though? What has he done that made him, like, maybe out of all 8 worlds when he ruled, he was actually ruling properly, like stimulating economy and helping the people in his country or whatever.
Maybe he was a gentle despot.
Well, let me think here. In Mario 3, he was helping the plumbing system, I guess, with all the pipes, and in Mario World, he was building bridges.
Yeah.
I don't quite think that makes him an anti-hero though.
No,
No,
unless
probably not.
Nintendo knows something we don't. And
That
they
or
just
they're,
kind
they're
of...
just trying to give everybody a cool like surname.
Or handle. I have no idea.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever.
I would imagine it's that rather than having any particular thing to deal with anything. But Nintendo also announced on this direct that there was going to be a Mario Kart 8 Wii U bundle, of course.
Oh wait,
It was a
did
con-
we mention that Baby Rosalina was a character?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I know
Faye will be
Faye's
happy.
really going to enjoy that.
She will definitely enjoy that. But like I was saying, Mario Kart 8 is going to come with a bundle. So it'll be $330. It's going to come with a 32 gig black Wii U, a red Wii U wheel, and a Mario Wii Remote Control Plus. And with all copies of Mario 8, you're going to get a free download code for one of these 4 Wii U games. If you register before the 31st of July, you will get a choice of New Super Mario Bros. U, The Wind Waker HD, Pikmin 3, or Wii Party U. And this is something I wanted to talk about in depth, because that's what we get for America, but Europe gets a choice between Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Nintendo Land, The Wonderful 101, Sonic Lost World, Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games, and Game & Wario.
Wow.
So they have a way better selection than we do.
Yes, they do. Well, the thing is, like, all the people that wanted, like, out of the games we're given, the only 2 ones I've already got. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I have Pikmin 3. I'm not.
you don't know if
overly
you like it though, since you haven't played it.
I'm pretty sure I would like it, but I'm not particularly interested in Wind Waker HD, and
Oh,
Mario
it's good.
Bros. Wii U is okay, I guess. And I'm damn sure not getting Wii Party U, so I guess I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to end up getting. I guess I'll have to get either Mario Brothers U or
Like,
Wind Waker.
I hear a lot about Monster Hunter, and I've never felt like getting into it.
Yeah,
If
but
I
I
could
would've-
get it for free. Look, that would
Yeah.
have been great.
It would have been. I would have probably tried it if it was free.
Yeah, if it was free, I would have tried Monster Hunter. I want to know what all the hubbub is about, but I don't want to pay the price tag for it.
Ain't doing it now. Thanks a lot, Nintendo of America.
Or
Well-
Nintendo of Europe.
As far as our choices go, or yours in particular, Ix, probably might recommend Wind Waker HD over
Yeah.
New Super Mario Bros. U, because after playing Mario 3D World, New Super Mario Bros. Is not going to compare.
Not really.
You know, I'm pretty sure you're right, because, oh my gosh. Like, I played it with Lantis, and that stuff was just amazing.
Actually, we had a full party one night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Like, my sister came over with her fiance, and I think we had just a full party, and it was fun. We had a good time.
If only it was online.
Oh my gosh! Then we would have a fun time all the time.
All the time. I would play it all the time, Nintendo. All the time.
Speaking of online, Mario Kart 8 they have announced.
How are you
their
going to
online
segue
features.
on me in the middle of the topic?
What are you talking about?
You're segueing on me when we're talking about the same topic.
Yeah, but we kind of deviated.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But they announced their online capabilities, and it looks like it's going to be very similar to the way they handled it in Mario Kart 7, which is good.
Very good.
That's what they should have been doing this entire time with all their products. But
Indeed.
so it looks like connecting and getting in there is going to be real easy, but I don't think there's voice over IP, so once again you're going to have to use a third-party program to be able to speak with your friends as you're playing.
Which, whatever, we
So-
probably used Google Hangout anyway.
Right, so there's that.
Yeah.
There is several modes. You can even create tournaments and
Actually, hold on. Actually, that's not true. There is voice chat in that game.
is it in the
Yeah,
lobby or in the
yeah,
actual
because-
game?
I'm not sure, but
Well,
it
the
was-
thing is, they said something about voice chat in the lobby, but the only thing they were doing, as far as video was concerned, was just people using the little pre-configured pop-up text. So, I mean,
well, no. I mean, it said there's voice chat in it, so we'll just have to confirm.
yeah,
Huh?
I am
Go ahead.
highly skeptical
Oh,
it's going to
yeah,
be in game.
That the races are up to 12 players.
12 players at a time. They didn't mention if you could have AI with the others. Like, if we get 4 of us together, can we fill in the other,
I wonder.
8 with AI?
I wonder if you can play or actually have 12 players.
Yeah. Why? That's what that means. Why? What else would it mean?
Shut up. And continue.
That's going to be very difficult. But, yeah, it's just... It seems like they're going to do the whole... they didn't mention anything about the community function, like in Mario Kart 7, which I actually really liked. Like, the community option was good.
It is good, but I think what they're doing is they're going to... One of those modes that they have for it is a tournament, and you can actually set up your own tournament. So I think maybe you can make it like, just friends tournament or something like that.
No. Like, you can set, from top to bottom, every single thing about this tournament, even, like, the point in which the tournament goes live. You'd be like, I want it on Thursday at 4 p.m.
And you can make it recurring, too. So
yeah.
That's also really good.
That's really impressive. But you know what's also very impressive?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, before I mention this, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Let's go visit YouTube a few months ago, right? Does everybody remember when Nintendo started cracking down on all their uploaded content on users and hitting people with content flags, right?
Well, I still get them.
Yeah, you still get them? I got them. I got it on the pressure of racing. I had to pull that video down because YouTube flagged it, right?
Well, I don't have to pull any of these videos down. It's just...
Right, because we don't monetize them. It actually got hit real bad with the people who actually monetize their videos. They had Nintendo content, right? And that was a huge problem for a while, so much so that was garnering a lot of attention on major sites, right? So, imagine my feelings, right? My genuine confusion whenever Nintendo Direct told me, now we have the option to take your playback footage that you recorded when playing directly to YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Nintendo needs to make up their freaking mind. Do they or do they not want us to upload their content to YouTube?
I think...
Most recent video that got flagged from them was an episode of Mario 3D World last week.
This makes literally no sense at all.
So
it's beyond stupid.
So Nintendo, are we gonna get content flagged for putting our Mario Kart races on YouTube?
Can you imagine how crazy it's going to be when people start uploading Mario Kart 8 footage to their YouTube channels only to have it flagged by Nintendo?
You know that's true. I mean, it doesn't affect your channel, but it's just ridiculous, the very idea of it.
It really is. I would like to see that because that would just be
hilarious.
The bee's knees.
That would really just show just how stupid Nintendo really is.
That would be a PR nightmare.
They make good games, right?
And they make money.
They have the ability to make good games, but they make some stupid decisions.
Baffling. Just baffling. And... I do have to say, though, that, like you said, when it comes to games, they really make good decisions. Just like the new stuff they've added as far as items are concerned.
Right, yeah.
Now,
I have one that I particularly like.
Yeah, and I will let you go talk about that as soon as I bring it up, though.
Okay.
All right, so basically, we already know that there's the piranha plant
right.
that you can do, and it attacks other people that you drive by. There's the boomerang flower where you throw a boomerang in front of you, and it comes back to you so you can...
Throw it again.
Yes, you can throw it up to 3 times. Two of the other items they mentioned are the Crazy 8, which is like the
7 item.
7 item from...
what we were calling 7 item when we were playing Mario Kart 7.
Yeah, Super 7, I suppose.
Lucky
7.
I have no idea.
We
Lucky
just called
7.
it 7 item.
Yeah, we call it 7 item. I think it's the Lucky 7 or something. Anyway, but what it is a swirl of 8 items around the player, and you can just use them all if you want to.
Whichever one is in front of you at the time you pull the item button, that's what item gets used.
That's what you'll use.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the best item in the game, as far as Lantis is concerned, the Super Horn.
Ah, yes.
Why don't you take it on, Lantis?
Okay, so Super Horn is aight.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
No, all right. So what it is it's a one-time use. It's not like Super Mushroom or the Tanuki Tail or anything like that. It's just one-time use. But it creates a shockwave around you, which just pushes away or hurts all the carts around you. Like, so if you're like ran through like 3 people are nearby and used it, you'd nuke them all and they'd go flying and you'd keep on going, right?
Yep.
But it also has defensive properties. It gets rid of things coming up from behind you. Green and red shells, I'm assuming bombs and whatever. Someone threw a banana in front of you, you could move it out of the way with that if you really needed to.
Yep.
But in particular, if you've got a blue shell on you, you can use that to nuke the blue shell. It'll break the shell.
It will protect you from the blue shell. Atlantis is just...
It is about time.
I don't think he can wear those pants anymore.
Like, it's just... It's a good thing. Now, I heard that item is insanely rare, and I would really hope that its rarity is tied to the same rarity as the blue shell itself. I think that would be fair.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Well, in that case, I would also hope that it was also not tied to what rank you are.
Right. Yeah, because it's going to be real hard to end up getting such a rare item. And, being in eighth place, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good now, is it?
Right. I think that the idea would be to, like, be somewhere in the middle of a pack, get the thing, and then race yourself to the front of the line and try to fend off the blue shell. Because
here's
so many times.
Like, here's the thing. One of the reasons why I think Double Dash is the best Mario Kart in the entire series, aside from, the many debates that me and Nix have had on this matter, what I really loved about Double Dash is the fact that you could hold 2 items at once. So you can get an item, switch characters, and camp on an item, and still have an item slot to use. So, let's say they had that kind of system in Mario Kart 8, right? You could be in last place, get the Super Horn, swap to your other space, and use that to maybe get a few mushrooms or, Bullet Bill or something like that. Get up in first place, and now you can properly use the horn. Like, that would be cool. But considering this is like a single-person cart, that's not probably going to happen. So
Yeah, this is Mario Kart Single Dash.
Yeah.
What are they going to call it in Mario Kart 9? Like the 9 item? I think it's like Lucky 7, Crazy 8. What?
Nooper 9?
Nuclear 9, maybe?
Sure, why not? Well, maybe they just won't call it Mario Kart 9, though. I don't know why they call it Mario Kart 7 Mario Kart 7.
They've got the kind of Call of Duty naming scheme going on here.
What they should do is call it Mario Kart Double Dash 2.
Woot! Oh, man, I would get that game so fast. Get it?
Shouldn't
Mario Kart?
Shouldn't it be Double Dash?
Quadruple Dash?
Double Dash Double.
Double dash dash.
Double dash dash. We coined it here first, Nintendo. Pay us royalties.
Royalties.
Royalties! Give me the money. Give me the money. And also, the game is gorgeous.
Yeah.
They released all the music from it, where that music is just...
Oh, man.
on
The
another
Nintendo
level.
64 Rainbow Roads track, it's so good.
That redo.
That-
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Compared to the visual effort of the other Mario Kart games, it's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's truly HD now. Like, this is the first time it's been in true HD since the Wii U is capable of that.
That doesn't really affect me. I don't have an HD TV.
Oh.
Well, it looks...
But it still looks great.
Condolences.
It looked extremely good on your SD, though.
Yeah.
As good as it can.
Yeah. It will look as good as it possibly can.
I remember my first experience with HDTV. Like, before I had an HDTV, I was like, you know what? That just sounds like a whole bunch of bull. It can't possibly look as good as people are saying it is. This is back when I first got a PS3 and I was playing Super Stardust HD because as a child on PC, there was a game called Super Stardust, which was like an asteroid clone that looked really good, like effects and stuff like that. So when I actually heard about Super Stardust HD coming out, I was legitimately excited. I was probably one of the only people that was like, I played the previous games, and people were like, what is this game? And it doesn't have a previous version. It couldn't possibly, but it does. Mm-hmm. So, I was playing it on my flat screen, and, it looked good. I mean, it was a PS3 game. It looked good. But at this time, I had a bunch of friends that worked at Radio Shack, right? And they're like, since I actually bit the for the price of a PS3 on launch, which was probably the stupidest financial mistake I could have possibly ever made, they're like, dude, bring it down. We'll hook it up to one of our HD TVs. We'll have some fun. And, I'm like, all right, because it was a Saturday. It was really slow, and none of those people still work at Radio Shack, so they can't get in trouble for having friends come by and hook up video game consoles so they can play on the clock. But so I took it down there, I hooked it up, and the difference was immediate and amazing. I was like, this looks so good.
Yeah, that's the kind of feeling I felt when I saw Mario Kart 8. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
they really took it to the next level.
I'm definitely going to get an HD TV someday. I don't know when, but at the very least, I have looked at what my options are for being able to play my older games on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
by the way,
what? Go ahead.
I know this is like off the cuff, but it's still RPG Maker related.
No.
RPG Maker 1 on an HD TV handles the color of the screen a whole lot different. And what I mean by color is default color, or like, the color you can change by changing red, green, and blue to get different tones of color. On an HD TV, those colors are a lot darker than normal. We figured this out when we were playing through Ix's Survival on RPG Maker 1. There was a lot of dark undertones to make it, kind of, environmental to a dark, scary game. And it was so dark, it was like pitch freaking black. We were like, we can't play this game.
Yeah, no, the problem is that I created that game on an SD TV,
Yes.
and all the settings were fine. But HD made it a little tricky or something. And of course, RPG Maker 1 was made in like 98.
Yeah, it was...
Or something, 95 even. So, of course, nobody knew about HD anything. But that being said,
so
I'm so glad
like
to see that...
two RPG Maker 1 users out there, just if you have an HD TV, just if you're not using an HD TV, make sure that however dark you want something, you bring it up a bit for people who use HD TVs, because it's going to be super dark.
I'm immediately reminded of my experience with the Spiteful Dead.
Yeah?
Mm.
That was years ago, so maybe you don't remember, but there was a lot of scenes where lighting was used, and sometimes it was just really hard to see.
Oh, on HD TV, It would have been impossible. Just straight up impossible. But, yeah. But, Mario Kart 8?
Mario Kart 8 sounds lovely.
I think we covered everything.
It is lovely. Well, yeah, we did cover everything except one little detail, which is the month of Megaman.
Oh, well, that has nothing to do with Mario Kart 8, actually.
No, it doesn't. But now we're talking about it, so we're going to go. How's that segue?
That was a terrible segue.
Actually, let's go in between a little. I want to say that the Phil's a Mech video was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, the one where they got Reggie
Bot.
Mega 64 got Reggie to do a little skit for Nintendo's Treehouse, and they're just basically announcing that they're gonna have a big presence at E3 naturally. So
And also Smash Brothers at Best Buy.
yes, and Smash Bros is gonna be at Best Buy featuring Megaman. Thanks, Drake. You just totally helped me.
Golly, I love his Final Smash so much.
The Mega Man's Final Smash is where everybody from every
It's
Mega
just-
Man game.
It's such a
come together.
nerdgasm.
It is. It's
Especially
so good.
seeing Volnut. Oh my gosh.
You know, that's the last time you're gonna see Volna in a good game.
Shut up! It's not true! The 3 will happen! You leave me alone!
I'm sure it will for iPhones.
You know what? It would be interesting if among those Mega Man characters who joined Mega Man, the Game Boy Mega Man was included. Speaking of Game Boy Mega Man,
there you go.
Hey! Jake can do
Masterful,
it
Dre.
too!
You can talk about Mega Man in a Mega Man. So we can Mega Man while we Mega Man.
Right.
Mega
So-
Mind
Okay, say that 3
Blowing.
times fast.
The month of Mega Man is something that Nintendo is hosting.
Yeah,
where-
Capcom is releasing 6 games from the handheld Mega Man series.
Starting with Extreme.
Mega Man Extreme, which is for Game Boy Color.
Yep. But then it goes back to regular Game Boy, and it's Mega Man 2, 3, 4, and
4.
5.
And 5.
And then back to
Finishing-
color with Extreme 2.
Mega Man Extreme 2.
Which, if you don't know, the Extreme series is basically the X series. If it were, it's like the X series as a fun-size Snicker is compared to a regular Snickers bar.
Yeah,
So-
let me explain this.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
'Cause
You've
I
done
have a-
review.
I have a little bit of experience with the handheld Mega Man games. I let's played the first Mega Man on Game Boy.
Which is not going to be part of the month.
No.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know if it's because it was already released on the Virtual Console, or if it was something that maybe it just wasn't popular. I don't know.
Well, if it was already released on the console, then they don't need to re-release it. They're releasing all these games from new.
In any case, the way it basically works is the Game Boy Mega Man games are basically abridged versions of the NES versions of Mega Man. Like, the first Mega Man Game Boy game was 4 Robot Master stages, and then you go straight to Dr. Wily's castle where you fight the other 4 Robot Masters in the game. Instead of
Yeah.
traditionally where you go through 8 Robot Master stages and then go through Dr. Wily's castle. Which, by the way, Dr. Wily's castle is also cut in half.
Huh.
And from what I've seen, it's pretty much the same thing with Mega Man Extreme. You get 4 Maverick stages, and then you go to, I don't know, Sigma's castle or something, where I assume you fight the other Mavericks there.
One can assume. I never played them because I didn't need to. I already played the superior versions.
Oh, and also, it's not like there's new Robot Masters or new Mavericks. They're basically reusing the ones from the console games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like the image in the thread that you posted, like you see Mega Man fighting Storm Eagle, like, and it's on his stage, and it's like the platform and the broken glass in the background. It's all there. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, in fact, the stages
honestly, it's
the stages themselves are almost duplicated from the Super Nintendo version.
yeah. I was about to say that they should be giving credit because they did a real good job with that.
Yeah, that Game Boy Color. It's a powerful little system, I suppose.
Yeah, and produced such great games like Resident Evil Gaiden.
Oh God, no.
That's
Yeah.
foreshadowing, really, because, and this is, I'm gonna go off topic for a second, but SK this entire year is dedicating his Let's Play channel to going over every Resident Evil game in order as they were released, and Ix has been there for a few of those. And the
have.
one that we thought was going to be the worst, we made sure he was there for, which was Resident Evil Gaiden, and it was a train wreck.
That's what friends are for.
And it was also in Game Boy Color, so.
Mm-hmm.
But
that
yeah,
was
back
pretty
back
bad.
to the month of Mega Man. So there you go. You got Extreme 1 and 2, and Mega Man 2 through 5, 4, 5. Yes.
And
5.
5 was the one that was unique
Yeah,
in that
supposedly 5 was the one that was the best in the series.
mm-hmm. At least as far as the Game Boy is concerned. I
Yeah.
heard about it. I never played it. Did you play it,
I didn't.
Dre?
No, the only Game Boy one I played, well, the only one I played through was the first one, and then I played part of Extreme.
Hmm. Well,
I've honestly never I've played Extreme a little bit. I've never beaten any of the Mega Man Game Boy editions. None of them.
I haven't either. They're usually harder than the other ones.
Mm.
Usually. Well, I think we've said everything we need to say about that.
Yep.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead do the round thing for final comments for everybody before we wrap this all up in a little package. Dre?
I'm sorry, what? I just came back from another crash.
Oh wow.
Oh, hi.
We're just we're doing our little roundup for the end. Final
Yes,
thoughts.
we're just doing our final flash.
Final. Gallet gun. Big bang.
Okay. So any final thoughts on what we've talked about today?
I am so looking forward to Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Word.
That's going to be the first day one buy for a video game in quite a long time for me.
Mm.
You ain't lying. All right, Lantis.
First of all, good job on the site. It keeps evolving and getting better and better. RPG Maker Magazine has truly become a really, really good site.
Yeah, now when are you going to finish Acre Edge?
He's not. That's vaporware.
Wow. Yeah, says the brain trust behind Arc Arrows Forever.
Which is constantly getting updated and closer to finish. In fact, I'm looking in my email right now where SK has sent me more updated freaking scenario cards. So,
Well, until
what
it's
have
out-
you done? When's the last time you even?
Until it's out, I don't need to hear any smack from you.
All right, whatever.
Okay. Well,
But anyways,
yeah.
so
Did you actually,
you know,
like, give a
I
thought?
retract my compliment I just gave you about the site. It sucks.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And I'm really looking forward to Mario Kart as well. I think they did a really good job with the packaging, making it a pack-in and making a Mario Kart Edition Wii U. I think that's going to get a lot of people in. That's going to get more units in households. I think that was a really good move on their part.
Yeah.
The
But
prices-
by the way,
Yeah.
just real quick, it's alongside the Wii Mini. $99 Wii, no GameCube compatibility and no online functionality. It's Wii for cheap.
Mm-hmm. So, they did a good job with that. Really looking forward to the game. And Mega Man, I've not really bought anything on Virtual Console, and I'm probably not going to start now. So I'm not going to probably partake in the month of Mega Man. But I think it's a good idea, and any hardcore Mega Man fan should really take that up. That's going to be really cool to play, especially, since it's going to be on an HD console and all that stuff. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to stretch the resolution, so it might look like crap, but I'm pretty sure it'll still play well.
But you'll be able to resize it and stuff.
And if you don't have a Super Game Boy or don't have actual cards, that's a good way to get it and not have to worry about the monochromatic screen of an actual Game Boy and all that.
They'll probably double the screen size and then have a black border around it.
Or that,
Probably.
yeah.
And on my end, I think I am done with MAG updates for a little bit. I got to do some other things, but I always welcome new suggestions for features to the site. So if you happen to see me around and say, hey, can we have XYZ? I will totally listen. I might not do it, but I will listen.
Actually, just real quick, Pizza Drive.
Ah!
Right?
Okay,
Dude,
I'm done listening to
totally.
you. I'm done listening to you right now.
I mean, look. This has been requested for the longest time. There are multiple people that want this to happen. I don't see why you're putting us off, man. You've got a community. You got a
Yes.
responsibility to this community.
I mean, it even
You
had
know-
a beta. What happened to that?
Yeah,
I,
there was a
look,
working model.
It was not a working model.
There was a
The-
video of it
The
working.
problem is that the thing could only produce Lunchables brand pizzas. That's a huge
What are you
problem.
talking about? That didn't
I
look-
believe in quality, okay? I'm not going to serve anybody anything like that.
You have no proof that was a Lunchable pizza.
I have all the proof I need
But-
in the fact that it was so small. I think the only thing it could be is a Lunchables pizza.
But the cheese was melted. Like, that
Yeah,
was-
you can microwave them. You can microwave a pizza.
what are you talking about? Microwave that came out on my computer.
Well, you know the computer's heat, the CPU warmed it up. There you go.
I'm just
And-
saying.
But yeah, no.
Whatever. I listen to the community. I'm going to shoot down your idea of the CD-ROM pizza.
I said I will listen, but I might not always do it, and this is one of those times when I might not. No, I will not do it. You heard it here first, folks. And Mario Kart 8, and Mario Kart 8. I'm definitely getting it. Gonna enjoy it. Megaman is alright.
Is I.
And with that, I think we'll go ahead and shove off now. So, catch you next time.
Later, guys.
Clang clang.
Oh, oh no. And stop.